What is good, everybody? We are live. We're back in the freaking building. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys had an amazing Wednesday. Pretty much hump day again, I guess. We pretty much reviewed the last DJ Khaled's last week. I believe that was Wednesday, and we're back on again today. So happy to be here. Happy to be here and happy to be reviewing, I guess, the second pair. You know, I mean, this was obviously the more of a general release than the sale. I was calling it Sage, the sale version. But yeah, excited to be here and excited to review this for you guys. Who we got in the building? We got Mr. Old School in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? How are you? What is good? How is the week treating you? I can't believe it's December. It's still one of those things. I'm just like, I remember starting the channel in like literally January. Oh, restarting the channel in January. And like, we're almost at a year, which is honestly, it's kind of surreal to me. But we're here. We're doing it. Sneaker by sneaker, just building. So shout out to everybody participating. As you guys come in the building, if you could kindly smash that like button, it definitely has helped the channel more than you guys realize. So we're going to be reviewing these. I know they did drop pretty much last month, you know. I believe it was November 23rd from what I'm seeing on my end. But, you know, we're here and we're going to cover it because I want to let you guys know my honest opinion on them. Yes, I believe it did release on, let me double check the exact date. It was actually on the 28th, not the 23rd. The 28th, these released. So yes, it was pretty much the tail end of last month. Let me go ahead and bring up some photos on my end. But how's everybody doing? What is good? Before we jump into anything, like, can we just take a pause here? How's everybody doing? What's good? You guys excited for the holidays? I mean, it's like Christmas is literally, like the countdown has begun. If you guys haven't already, if it's not even in the forefront of your memory, I think it's presents, hot cocoa, by the fireplace, all that fun stuff. Definitely excited for sure. It's literally, what is it? Like for me, I got about like 7 more days of work and then I'm pretty much checked out, 19th through 26th. So yeah, really excited about that as for sure. But here we are. We have them over here, the Crimson Bliss. I mean, whatever you want to call them. You can call them the salmon. You can call them the, what else can we call this, man? Like, I don't know, cotton candy. I mean, it's like whatever you want to call it. I mean, DJ Khaled, as we know, he calls them whatever he wants to call them. I mean, he just comes up with a name and calls them that. But Crimson Bliss is basically the official name for these, and we happen to have them over here. So I just want to give my buddy a shout out because he was able to hit on the Nike app. Now, this is a really big box. This is actually. This is big sneaker gang. This is a size 12.5 as you guys, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. When I blow it up, you'll see it a little bit better. But before we get into the review and all that stuff, I just want to check in how everybody's doing. Excited to be back here. Typically you guys know I go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I guess we're doing a Wednesday today because I was able to, he just got him and he's like, hey man, you don't want to do the review today? So we're doing it today, all right? But Coral, yeah, that's another name. You can call these a Coral. I mean, whatever you want. I think I'm the one who came up with the name cotton candy. It kind of does have a little bit of cotton candy, with like the fluff and I don't know, the initial color of the sole and then just obviously that pink, you know what I mean? Now, this compared to what I reviewed, the sale color last week. Obviously, the sale color was a little bit more on the limited side. Those are released through boutiques and more so through raffles. Now, yes, these sneakers did for their general release, they did come out in a lot of stores, and then obviously the raffle, the 10-minute raffle on Nike, which we did not hit. We tried a couple of times, but it's all good. I did want to let you guys know. So basically, what initially happened, I guess for me last week was we hit these. We freaking hit them in my size. Not on Nike, but we did hit him on another site, and that's basically right over here. And it said, after I hit it on this specific site, I don't want to throw the store on their bus, but because I reached out to them after they let me know that that my order was canceled, and they were willing to give me like 15% off my next purchase. So shout out to them to any extent. 12.5 is the money size for sure. So we didn't secure my size, but it's all good. We have, two things. We have one pair to review, so shout out to my good buddy. And then what happened actually a day or two ago, we freaking hit. We were able to hit and did a release, and it says over here, UK 8.5, that actually does convert to my size. So, wow, we actually, from last week, it not working out to, it's on the way. So shout out to the sneaker gods. If anything, we're very thankful to have these. I just wanted to share that good news because I want to let you guys know, like, I'm a fan of these sneakers. Like, these are collectibles. We pretty much turned something into something that became nothing into something. So, I'm just hyped. I'm hyped to definitely have my pair, and not only did we hit in the sale on my pair in my size, but we also freaking hit this. So it's kind of like, as much as this came in a 4-pack, there's 2 colors, the purple and the blue, that are a little bit more limited. They're more for like friends and family, if anything. So the general release is obviously the biggest general release are these, the corals or the crimson bliss, whatever you want to call them, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm just thankful to have these, and I haven't seen them in person yet, like at all, and we're going to be doing the unboxing momentarily. But yeah, we have a pretty busy couple next days in front of us. There's obviously some stuff lingering on the back end and stuff I'm saying people are talking. People are talking about a potential Jordan reserve. We'll get into that. They're also talking about these cherry reds that I got to review as well. Everybody is coming out, to bring their entire family to get these sneakers, okay? Yes, there's 1 million pairs, but also 8 million people want them. So there's a lot of people that are going to come out for these, okay? So just take that into account. Maybe not 8 million people, but there's going to be the demand. Let's say if the demand is here, okay? Let's say the demand is here, the supply is here. So just think about that, okay? And this is the same deal goes every single year for the 11s. It just every time it's the Christmas sneaker. A lot of people come out for that. So Mr. Oldskool says, yeah, 12.5 money size indeed. At least 15% is better than nothing. 100%. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. And 15% off like a $200 sneaker, that's nothing to sneeze at, That's like lunch money. That's like me buying a sneaker for retail, getting 15% off, and then selling it for retail and then making that money. You know what I mean? So yeah, hey, at the end of the day, squeaky wheel gets the grease. If I didn't bring it up, I would get nothing. So, make that a lesson to you. If you ever do have cancellations or anything, just reach out, be like, hey, is there anything you guys can do? I was really hoping to get this. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt. So yeah, shout out to Ann. Really thankful that I got these on the freaking way, because again, I guess today's going to kind of confirm which pair I'm kind of leaning on, like stocking, and which one I'm leaning on rocking, because I do plan on wearing one of them. It's like we'll figure it out, because I do like loud sneakers. This is definitely right up my alley. So I'm definitely excited to be covering them today. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into the release, and then let's touch on what they're doing on the aftermarket, and we can get into a little bit on what else is happening. What else is happening this month? What else is happening in the next couple days? I know that there is demand behind these because of the fact they sold out. Now, what they're doing on the aftermarket, that's a different story. They're not necessarily doing the best on the aftermarket. The sale color is doing a lot better, that's for sure. But if you think about it, I do see these come next summer doing decent numbers. It's just a feeling I got. The fact it's a colorful sneaker, I definitely do see these doing very decent on the aftermarket. So without any further ado, I know that's what you're here for. Let's go ahead and unbox these, okay? Mr. Oldskool says, definitely Cherry 11s is that Christmas hype. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because it's like a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, because some people don't feel that feeling that you typically feel, because they had a lot of exclusive access. Sneakers already dropped them, so it's like all this anticipation. It's like, well, people already got them. I did a review of them. So it's kind of like, it starts to dilute the excitement if you see other people rocking them already, or it's like, oh, they got them. So I completely understand. But without any further ado, let's get into the review of the DJ Khaled Crimson Bliss. I'm excited. I'm hyped. We the best. God did. You know it. So let's go ahead. Let's blow up the screen over here. What is up? What is up? What is up, people? All right, here we go. Bang. We pretty much got it. We got the We the Best. Very similar packaging to the packaging that I freaking reviewed last week. All right, so we got them in that money size. Oop, I'm like covering over there. 12.5. God, my buddy's crazy. I was like, you're going for a 12.5. That's probably like the least stocked. So these probably do pretty decent on the aftermarket. But let's go ahead and unbox it real quick. I know I did share what the sleeve looks like, but let's do it again. You know what I mean? Because some people may have not seen my my sale review. I'll link it in the bottom of this this description. But you pretty much see it over there. We the best, and very colorful all over. You got some squiggly lines and all that. Very, very artsy. Okay. Anyway, let's tuck that to the side. And then the box, very similar to the other sneakers. The sale also does come in that like sunset. If you look really closely, it starts off purple, goes all the way to like more of like an orangey tone, all the way to more of the yellow tone. Okay, Mr. Old School with the drum roll. But again, I think I similar to what I said last time. Every time I open this box, it reminds me like I'm opening a box of donuts, because you literally see that pink, and I'm just like, I'm hoping there's going to be some donuts in here, but all I smell is leather. Okay, so pretty much they did amazing packaging. So they honestly really killed this with the packaging. You got pretty much that speckled all over, which is kind of interesting, because like don't we get a lot of speckled boxes when it comes to 4s, and these aren't 4s, you know, these are 5s. But you got that whole sunset, awesome. And without any further ado, I'm gonna try not to drop these. There, we got them. Bang. Okay, so these are the Crimson Bliss in the building. We got him. And anyway, wow, this is really like, these are huge. Okay, this shoe's almost as big as my freaking head. All right, let's tuck these aside. We'll get to the laces and everything that comes with the sneaker momentarily. Okay, but here they are. Okay, bang, big sneaker. I mean, if you were gonna compare this to the other sides, which I'll show you momentarily. I mean, first impressions. Let's go ahead and let's take a good look at that. Okay, I feel like if I go too close, it's gonna look like a just ginormous sneaker. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we got Nitro in the building. Hi, and I. What is good? I hope you're having an amazing day. But let's just do a quick 360 of this. Okay. Now these in person, the color actually is mesmerizing. I really like it. I like the fact that the what is it? The shoelaces and the leather in the front, like very good quality. Anybody who has the opportunity to get this, just know you are getting probably one of the best quality leathers on an Air Jordan like ever. This is really good. Okay, I know that Khaled said he had to get Michael Jordan's approval on the leather. They needed to really they needed to bump up, I guess, the quality on it, but that also drove the price up. So these were priced at about $225. If you're buying them from certain stores, you're probably leaving the building paying about $250, $249 and some change, if anything. But these are super nice, and I was really contemplating, like, honestly, out of the entire pack, this was my first choice. This was my first choice. I really like this color. I feel like this, it's a very, very playful color, and you could really mix and match a lot of the laces with this, whether you're putting cream laces on it, whether you're putting, I don't know, some baby blue laces on it, because you do see that baby blue on the inside, right? Okay, and then we also do happen to have that 3M in the front, okay? But let's touch on the materials. Nitro says, Mr. Old School, hello to everybody in the chat. Let me go ahead and just make sure I got some music playing in the background, even to any extent. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, so first things first. I mean, a whole lot of pink, whole lot of coral, Yeah, it's definitely more of a coral if anything. But if we're starting the front, you pretty much see the material of this sneaker it's like almost like it's a tumbled coral all the way around, okay? And you pretty much see all the way around. Literally, there is the quality on this. We the best. You guys freaking know it, all right? You can just see, like, the quality on this is superb. So if you're considering picking these up, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for a loved one, whether it's for a Christmas present, I mean, out the gates, it's like you can smell the quality. Like, the leather quality is up there. If it's like, it's reeking out the box, you could smell it the moment you crack that box open. That just says doing good, editing videos as per usual. This month of December, and tomorrow might be the first person review of this. Might be the first person review of this item. Gotcha. Glad you found your Crocs, Nitro. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these are awesome. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull the other pair out just so you guys can also see what laces, because this does come with some. I mean, the last pair I shared with you guys, it came with 3 laces. These come with 3 laces as well. So what did I tell you? You got that baby blue. You have a black. Which is interesting. Okay, yeah, there is a little bit of black here, so I could definitely see that as well. And then you do happen to have this, I believe it's more like a dirty white than cream, okay? So yeah, it's a dirty white, if anything. It's not so much, it doesn't necessarily match that perfectly, but it's pretty damn close, okay? You guys know Lace Labs definitely does happen to have cream laces if you do decide to put some cream laces on, but we can touch on that later. But overall, you know, so a couple things I want to touch on. Super solid colorway, okay? Now this isn't going to be the easiest to mix and match, but you can also just let the shoes speak for themselves. This is definitely a very, very good summer shoe, I think, or all around. You know, honestly, some people much prefer this. They much prefer this than the than the sale. So this is the sale I reviewed last week, and this is the the Crimson Bliss. Okay, so you guys let me know in the chat. Do you prefer this one or do you prefer this one? I know that this one was definitely more numbers, but this one is more sought after, and this is probably a lot easier to mix and match. Okay, but you guys let me know which one you guys are leaning on, because both are amazing, and it's amazing to literally complete your own collection, especially if it's a general release. Like, you're able to hit on both that were released to the public. Because again, the purple and the blue ones, which were more limited, kind of like an exclusive for family and friends of DJ Khaled. Those aren't going to be as easy to touch. They're just not. You kind of have to know somebody, or you have to probably buy it on the aftermarket if of course they were being sold, right? Mr. Roscos says, or it was Foam Runner, my bad. It was Crocs, sail away. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I agree. I think the sales are definitely probably a little bit higher on my ranking than these, but they're both freaking amazing. Like, this is freaking solid. And then on the back of the sneaker, let's just go ahead and let's pull the back. So one side says "We the Best," okay, and the other says Nike Air on it, and it's stitching very, very well, okay. And bottom of the sole, pretty much have that coral pink in the front, okay. It's a little bit on the translucent side. It's not necessarily opaque, so just know that. But the initial sole itself, majority of the sole is going to be that clear. So one side, I actually didn't get to show this in my last review, but if you look at both, one says "We the Best," and then one has Jordan pretty much jumping, okay. You've got the Nike in the middle and that white, that cream white, if anything. And yeah, these, and then obviously back here is obviously going to be another clear side. So solid pair. Transitions from that clear bottom into, you pretty much have the air bubble right there. You can't freaking miss it. And then you do happen to have this black midsole that pretty much wraps around the sneaker. And then you pretty much have your rubber, lining over here as well. So super clean, super clean. You also happen to have this lace lock as well, okay? I've never really been the biggest fan of these lace locks, but I mean, it is optional to keep it on the sneaker if you want, but they do come with the sneaker over there. And then we have this 3M tongue as well. So this is very, very loud, but comes with pretty much all this. Each and every single sneaker that he released under this pack does come with that 3M, okay? Now on the inside, very similar to the last pair I shared, the Sail, and then also the A Ma Maniére 4s or the A Ma Maniére 3s. It does come with this mesh lining, okay? Mesh lining in pretty much a baby blue, if anything. And then one sneaker, very similar to what I shared last time, says "Keep." Okay, "Keep." It's a little, I guess, Easter egg message to the person wearing it. It says "Keep," and then the other side says "Going." Okay. Yeah, I got a lace in the way there, but you guys get the picture, okay? It says "Going" right over there, and yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing over here. That's what we're doing with the channel, and yeah, these are freaking clean. A lot of laces that it comes with. I mean, if I were to lace swap this, I would most likely be doing, what's that color we see over there? That nice baby blue. That is definitely probably what I would be lacing these up. Now again, these aren't my size, right? But we got one on the way. And I'm hyped. I'm super hyped. I'm hyped to have both of them. I got the I guess complete collection that I was able to acquire. It would be nice to know people in high places, such as people who are related, all friends and family of Khaled, and see, hey, is there any way I can get these blue ones or these purple ones, right? We got Eno Lee in the building. Quality looks amazing. Well, quality is amazing. It really is. And, whether people tell me, oh, those are bricking on the aftermarket, it's like, look, at the end of the day, I don't care about that. I want the sneaker, and that's why I got my pair. You know what I mean? And if people watching this, I hope that you're buying these for the right reasons. And I mean, you're interested in these for the right reasons, and it's more so because you want them versus like, how much can I make off this? You know what I mean? Or like, what's it doing on GOAT, or what's it doing on StockX? It's like, to me, that's important. It's important to know how much your sneakers are doing in aftermarket. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we kind of want to rock these, right? Or we kind of want to, we want to have them eventually on display. You know what I mean? So hopefully we will get there. Nitro says, I like Sail better style and a little better than Crimson. Yeah, I mean, look, these were definitely more limited, okay? As you do see, we do happen to have a little bit of speckle on these in the front, okay? And these are nice. These are definitely a lot easier to mix and match than these, okay? But at the end of the day, wow, you see the size difference? This is big boy club. This is medium sneaker gang, you know what I mean? But yeah, super clean. It's nice to actually have both of them. They're solid. They're super solid. I mean, also, we could probably mix and match some of these laces from this pair onto this. I could definitely see these blue laces if it turns to the camera, if it ever decides to. There we go. With these blue laces, I could definitely see on this, because if you think about it, we got that blue liner over here, right? So super solid. I mean, whatever you decide to do, it's just nice to have extra laces you can mix and match with literally any of your sneakers, right? So yeah, if I had to choose between the pairs, if I just had to choose one, I'd probably be leaning on this one. It's just a lot easier to mix and match for sure. But I'm thankful to have these on the way, that's for sure. So shout out to my good buddy for lending me his pair for us to be able to do just a review. Yes, they did release about a week ago, but it's like, the idea here is to get the content and get it out as soon as possible, because like, we're not going to be able to hit every single sneaker, but hopefully we do eventually. You know what I mean? And it's not that this is a race or anything like that, but super hyped. I am going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. I really like this color. It's such an amazing, like, I don't know, Easter colorway, summer colorway. You can really mix and match this with a lot of fits as well. Like, yes, these sneakers are loud. It's not going to be for everybody, but some people like this, stunt, and this is definitely a stunner for sure. Solid. So I love it. I think it's amazing. Shout out to pretty much We The Best, DJ Khaled, Nike, Jordan. You guys know it. This is freaking amazing, and I'm a fan. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to have them. These aren't going anywhere. Okay, that's for sure. We got Jesus in the building. We got Jesus Hino Joza. I just pulled the trigger on the reverse mochas. No way. Are you serious? Damn. Congrats. That's a pretty penny, but hey, man, that's probably one of my top 5 sneakers of the year. That's an amazing sneaker for sure. So, shout out to Jesus for hopping in the chat. Guys, if you haven't already smashed that like button, it definitely just helped the channel a lot. I hope you guys are doing well, and thanks for participating in the stream. We wanted to go online, cover these, so giving these a solid 9 out of 10. These are amazing. I think I rated the other ones a 10 out of 10. The sales are I gave this pretty much a 10 out of 10, and I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I think it's only fair, okay? And, at the end of the day, this is my opinion of the sneakers, If you like them, rock them, okay? We're not so much about resell here. We're more about, you got them, rock them, That's what we're about. But, Jesus, that's a lot of money. Congrats on them. I have no idea how you got them, where you got them. I'm very curious on how you picked them up. I'm not going to ask how much you paid for them, because I know what they're doing on the aftermarket. And the Reverse Mocha Travis Scotts are probably one of the best sneakers that have released this year, without a doubt. But what is good, everybody? What is up? What is up? I just want to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to continue the conversation. I want to touch on, what are these doing on the aftermarket, okay? Are these completely bricking? Are they worth your time? Should you pick them up? Do you want to add them to the collection? I do see the DJ Khaled's maybe not necessarily doing the best, but I do see them as collector pieces. Come on, we got an amazing box. You pretty much have, that plastic slider, and then the box itself, literally like I'm opening a donut box over here. It's an amazing sneaker. Jesus says, just got to pass the final boss from UPS. Hey, man, I'm going to say a little prayer for you, okay? Because, trust me, that's sweat and bullets, man. Sweat and bullets. That's a lot. Definitely a lot. But congrats. I think, you know, sneakers like that, it's kind of like, to me, I see a sneaker like the Travis Scott Mochas is kind of like a once in a lifetime type of thing. So, you know, whatever you decide to do with that sneaker, whether it's an investment, whether you plan on rocking them, it's like, yeah, I believe there were very, very limited. I think there was only anywhere from 60 to 70,000 pairs. That's really not a lot considering the fact, it's like the demand is super, super high. So, yeah, Christmas came early for Jesus. That's for sure, man. Man, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and just play some music in the background, guys. But I hope everybody is doing well. We're just, you know, you guys know me. I'm doing what I need to do over here. We're cranking out that content, sneaker by sneaker. At least today I can say, hey, we covered both. You know, we the best. We did it. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to acquire the blue pair and the purple pair. Hey, maybe one day, some way, we'll figure it out. But right now, this is what we got to work with, and I don't got too much to complain about. So again, shout out to my buddy who pretty much lent me this loaner pair as we wait for our size, all right? Because you guys know it. We're always on the grind. We're freaking never going to stop. We keep our eye on the prize, and we go for it. You know what I mean? We have an opportunity here. We're going to do it. We're going to get after what we want. We're living our dreams over here. You guys know it. But let's go ahead and touch on what these are doing on the aftermarket. I'm sure you guys are a little bit curious. Now, yes, the sale pair is doing a little bit better, but let's go ahead and take a look at what they're doing on the aftermarket. Yes, you guys see, I'm looking at what a 12.5 is doing on the aftermarket. Now, these aren't doing the greatest considering the fact they pretty much retailed for anywhere from, about 225 to 250 if you put in taxes and all that stuff. You do the conversions. So I'm not going to say these bricked on the aftermarket because of the fact that even though some of them were sitting, the smaller sizes were, you're not going to see a 12.5 sitting. That's for sure. Anything from an 8.5 up or even a 9.5 up, you're just not going to see that like sitting in stores. Anything lower than that, yes, I can understand. But to me, this entire release was a success because a lot of things did sell out. Okay. Prices, I believe, on these will be doing better probably by like April, June, or July next year when people are like, oh man, my eye was on other sneakers. Heck, a lot of people really wanted the Lost and Founds. They weren't able to hit, so a lot of their money that they were going to put towards other sneakers went to resale. You know, went to just getting that sneaker, and that sneaker pretty much accounts for 2 sneakers that you could get from at a $200 price tag. So you kind of factor a lot of these things in the market, right? What's going on? What's going on, fam? Pedro says, yo, Pedro, what's up? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in the building. Guys, if you haven't already smashed that like button, definitely let's help open up the algo to anybody who isn't aware I'm live right now. So yes, we're back. We're doing what we need to do. Pretty much had a full day of work, but, you know, we just gotta get the content when we can, all right? Because, like, again, I'm not gonna be covering this 2 times in a week. We did it once, and then we keep it rolling. We keep it moving. You guys know it. Mr. Otsu says, yeah, hopefully they drop those friend and family pair too. I mean, I'm not going to be mad if they do. Like, it would really be nice if we have the opportunity to purchase some of those. It would be nice if he dropped a couple of them, even at some boutique stores for an opportunity. But I also understand how he likes to keep some limited. For those that don't know, he released like this, like the it was a 4-pack. Where you had the opportunity, like if you knew him or your friend, part of the friends and family, you can get all 4 sneakers, and it's just like with the boxes and everything, and the boxes look exactly the same. You pretty much just have the opportunity. Let me actually see if I can just pull up since we're on the topic at hand, blue Jordan 5 DJ. Let me go ahead and see. Yeah, so this is one of them. Yeah, this is the blue pair, okay? Just so you guys know what I'm talking about. So I believe this is the blue pair. It almost looks purple in a way. Let me double check. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, so this is the blue pair. Yep. And then this is, let me just go ahead and just bring this over here. Yep. So we got the corals in the building. Yep. We got the sails in the building, and then we scroll down. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I believe this is the purple pair. Yeah, the purple. Okay, there you go. I'm not going to play any videos because I'm not sure if there's any background music, but okay, we pretty much solidified what he's holding, and then as you see, there's a purple one there, and let me see what else is here. Let me X out of this real quick. There we go. The blue one is actually really nice. That's really like where was it? Well, I just literally just showed you. Yeah, these ones. These are clean. I really do like the fact it's got that nice teal inside. These are clean. These are clean. I mean, I keep tripping because it literally looks like the purple one, but no, the purple one is even more purple, as you see over here. I mean, man, this purple is like real purple. Look at this. Bang, that's like real purple. So I don't know. This one is definitely a contender. I really do like this. I probably would give this maybe a second place out of all four for me. Probably the Sail being the first, this probably being the second, Crimson maybe third. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, these are cool. They're nice. They're collectible. Not everybody's gonna have these. And guess what? The more people rock these, the prices are only gonna either hold, if not go up. You know. So trust me, especially come summertime next year. That's for sure, without a doubt. You know, without a doubt. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'm just gonna like switch up some of the music over here. But what are you guys up to? What are you guys excited about? I guess is one of my questions that for the remainder of the week. And then I know we have pretty much Saturday's a big day with the cherry reds for sure. We got the Drakes as well that are coming out. Some people are calling them bricks, if anything. We can get to that. We'll touch on that a little bit. But I am curious what you guys are excited for. Pedro says, what's going on, Mr. Old School? What's up, Pedro? What is up? Yeah, man, I really hope they drop the family and friends. I really, really hope so. Okay, let's go ahead and let's bring up sneakers. So that concludes my review of the Crimsons. All right, guys, bang. These are freaking amazing. Love them. I love them. I love them. I think they're freaking amazing. And I'm excited to get my pair. Once it comes, I will let you guys know. And then I'll probably, drop a photo of like what I decide to delay swap them with. But I think if anything, if I'm going to rock one of them, I'm probably going to be rocking the Sails. I really like them a lot. It's just a collector's piece at the end of the day, and it's going to be nice to rock those around, especially during Christmas time. Jesus says, will you try for box logos tomorrow? Hey, man, you know what? We did get a, what was my text message? 110. Yeah, 110. We got a slot tomorrow. 110, I believe. Let me double check. 110, yeah. So 11:45. Hey, store opens at 11:45. That's a pretty good slot. I'm definitely gonna get a box logo for sure, without a doubt. So yes, we're gonna go for them. We are gonna try for the gray. That's the move. If they still happen to have them in stock in a medium, you guys know me. I'm a collector at the end of the day when it comes to clothing and stuff. So yeah, I mean the plan is during lunch break to scoop up a box logo and a box logo beanie. You guys know it. But thanks for asking. Yes, we can touch on that too at the end of the stream. I know everybody's hyped on that. They're not so much hyped on anything else really dropping tomorrow that I know of. But we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. But hey, 110 slot, and it's literally like, Supreme isn't too far from me. So again, you guys know it. We're always on the grind. And we're doing what we need to do. Pedro says, what's dropping tomorrow? Haven't been tapped in. Busy. Hey, all good, man. I've been busy too. We can touch on that right now. Let me go ahead and actually bring up the let's touch on sneakers first, and then we can touch on the Supreme stuff shortly after, all right? But I will most likely be I most likely will be live for pretty much an hour today, all right? So I think we pretty much just passed the 37-minute mark over here. So, we're going to be live for a little bit longer. But again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ernest Khan. I've pretty much been doing sneaker content since the start of the year, since January, and we have just been putting out, all right? This is, I'm not trying to treat this as a job, but I'm trying to treat this as, a creative endeavor. If anything, if we do get to that point of monetization, which we will eventually, we're just going to keep doing what we do because, I love this stuff. At the end of the day, you guys know it. Jesus says, I always register, but never get a text. Just keep trying. If you do happen to have other opportunities for maybe other numbers, sometimes this is what I've noticed is when new numbers sign up and new cards sign up, that's when they typically give a better number to those new people because they want those new people to rock the product in new places and all that stuff. So it's just how Supreme has always worked. Okay, you just gotta try. Don't quit. Because sometimes you get good numbers, sometimes you don't. A lot of people sign up for this. Because there's a little bit of money to be made. Whether it's lunch money, whether it's $60, whether it's $120, there's some money to be made. So yes, we're gonna be trying online tomorrow, 8 a.m. PST. We're also going to be scooping up in store. You guys know it, okay? We're going to be scooping up in store more so for the personal, but if I do see opportunity online and what prices are doing, maybe we'll get some for resale. We shall see, but it is limit one per person to the best of my knowledge, all right? Anyway, so tomorrow, okay? Now, there's not too much hype regarding this, but I do want to touch on them, okay? These are pretty much the Drake sneakers, if anything, okay? Now, I have a couple comments about this one specifically because some people are hating on it. Some people love him, okay? Now, I guess it depends. Are you a fan of Drake? That's like the biggest thing. Because if you're a fan of Drake, you're going to obsess over the sneaker. Now, yes, this looks like a regular Air Force One. Yes, it looks like that. But what you need to know about this one specifically is the quality on this leather is just of higher stature than your regular Air Force One, okay? And then also, he pretty much got a classic, he pretty much got a classic sneaker, and he put some branding on it. Now, it's very minimal branding, but if you think about it, it's like, what better way than to have something, call something your own, than one of Nike's most popular sneakers. This is the most sold sneaker off Nike, I believe, in 2020 and 2021, okay? I'm not saying it was sneaker of the year. It's a freaking Air Force. Nobody cares. But at the end of the day, Drake just makes a little bit of changes here. And then what I do like about this is you do have the opportunity to switch up some of the front. So it does happen to come with these little metal plates in the front. Now, you see some sizing over here, and then this is, I guess, UK over here. But, maybe it is sitting in certain, it might be sitting in certain, in sneakers on certain countries. But your best bet, these are going to sell out in the US tomorrow. Trust me. I don't believe there's going to be a lot of resale on this, so please refrain from going crazy on this and joining all these contests. Like, this is strictly more of a personal, but I want to touch on it because I think a lot of people, they don't really realize it. It just looks like a regular Air Force One. They're like, meh, whatever. I get it. I completely get it. But what you do need to know is the leather quality it's the best. It's the best of an Air Force, of a white Air Force One. So just know that. You also have the opportunity to switch this up. Right where this plate is, it does come with a couple pieces or little letters, and you can literally put your own wording and make it your own. There's some you can personalize it to some extent, okay? And then it does say love you forever. As cheesy as it is, at the end of the day, this is Drake's sneaker. I don't believe they're going to have, they're probably going to do a decent amount, but that's it. And then if you have them, a lot of people are going to be rocking them. And then I do believe price will maintain throughout market, especially come next year, because people, trust me, a white Air Force One, I think, is honestly the smartest thing to put branding on, because these sneakers are going to get dirty. They're going to get dirty. People are going to want fresh ones, and then they're just going to keep moving, right? So think about that, right? What if you had the opportunity to put your name on a specific sneaker? What better sneaker than something that is so popular? Okay, I'm saying popular within the masses, not so much between us who are really into sneakers. But you really think about it, I think he did a good job in putting some minimal branding, and I think these are going to maintain value, if anything. Does this drop tomorrow? Yes, this drops tomorrow. Hey, it's all good. If you're not a fan of Drake, it's all good. We don't have to touch on this too much, but I just wanted to let you know this is initially what is dropping tomorrow. Good leather, love you forever over here. Now, I know that doesn't necessarily, say, it's hard to read, but I'm sure some people are probably going to get a black Sharpie and you can literally just highlight right over it to make that pop, if anything, okay? I probably might be trying for this, but it's not a need. That is for certain, okay? So let's keep it moving, okay? Let's keep it moving. Now, Nike did drop this thing. It's called, Crypto Kicks. Feel free to go ahead and take a look into it. We won't touch more on it, but you do need to have some kind of a crypto wallet, if anything, to be able to join this draw. Okay, so just note that. Feel free to go ahead and take a little bit of a look into it. But this is what I wanted to touch on just really quick over here. These are the little pellets or little beads that do come with these that you can pretty much mix and match, and you can have your own name. You can put whatever you want on that. This, we did get to review a couple days ago. I'm very excited about this. So shout out to pretty much the same buddy who lent me these. He pretty much hit on these in an 8.5, so we were able to get that, somewhat early review of anything. So feel free to go ahead and watch that if you guys, want to find out my initial thoughts on them. But these are going to sell out, okay? Again, there's a million pairs of this, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of a lie. It's a general release. Yeah, they're going to sell out. Okay, so just know that, especially in the larger sizes. Same day sales, highly, highly recommend. There's definitely some money to be made because it's a quantity thing. If you hit on 10 pairs of this and you sell each pair and you make literally anywhere from $30 to $60 per pair, that adds up. I'm just saying it adds up, okay? Especially if you have buyers lined up. I'm not saying to buy the sneaker just to make $30. I'm saying you have opportunity to make money. I know I did last year for the cool grays. I think I hit on probably 5 to 6 pairs and I made some money on them. So I'm just saying, put the footwork in. A lot of people are going to be coming up for this sneaker. Best of luck. I will most likely be going live for this on Saturday, as I'm excited for them. I'm going to be trying for my size since we don't have our size yet, right? My buddy hit on an 8.5, and guess what? We already sold it, and he made some money. So shout out to my buddy. Nitro says, if I had a collar with Nike, I would have put my name on Nike Dunks or SB Dunks. Yeah, hey, I understand, and that's completely understandable. I think Nike Dunks are maybe Pandas. Imagine putting your own branding on Pandas. Might be a smart call. But Mr. Otu says, I'll take Supreme Air Force One over this. Hey, understand. Not everybody's going to be a big fan of Drake. And, I was actually thinking about it. Like, what if you had one sneaker that had Supreme on it and then the other sneaker was a Drake sneaker? You know what I mean? Like, you pretty much mix them, but they both have their own little branding on them. But again, I'm just thinking outside the box here, because I'm sure some people are going to mix and match, have one sneaker, it's all white at the end of the day, and the other one's all white, but then you look at the branding, it's like, whoa, did you mix these up? Box logo, true to size. Pedro, that's a really good question. So, typically, it is true to size. If you do want that loose fit, I would size up a little bit, but I'm typically a size medium for any hoodie from majority of the places I've purchased from, and I'm talking the Gap hoodies, I'm a medium. It was the Gap and Yeezy hoodies, I'm a medium. Any Nike hoodies, I'm a medium. Any brand that I buy, I'm typically a medium. So yes, highly, highly recommend. If you're a small, typically for hoodies, get a small. If you're a medium, get a medium. If you're a large, get a large. But if you are medium and you want that like slightly loose fit, if anything, these they don't really shrink. Just know that. Again, I don't recommend drying these like for the box logos. We can actually just touch on that real quick because again, this is Saturday, so there's not really too much fire coming out that we know of. Okay, we'll touch on that, but I do want to just touch on Supreme drop. God, I'm like just trying to think right now. Give me 1 second. Community. Yeah. So let's touch on the community and what initially is dropping. Okay. So tomorrow, pretty big day. The gumball machines, despite them being $300, these will sell out. I do see this as a great collectible. I do see this, if you take the Supreme gumballs out and you change it to colorful gumballs, this would be an amazing piece. I think it's kind of corny with all the balls saying Supreme on it. I don't know. To me, that's kind of corny. But at the end of the day, I think if you had just the regular colorful gumballs in this, I think it's definitely a really nice piece. Okay, that's my own opinion. Now, the highlight tomorrow are going to be the box logo hoodies. Okay, we're very fortunate to have a slot 110 in line. It kind of gives me some peace of mind to secure a medium in whatever color I want to any extent, provided they still have the gray one. The gray one is probably going to be the most coveted and hardest to hit because everybody's going to be going after them. Okay, I see it in this way. It's probably going to be gray and then green and then either brown or blue. The ones that might be sitting are going to be definitely that yellow one. It's not the nicest yellow, if anything. Let's go ahead and click into it. So these are retailing for $158. Resale value is probably going to be anywhere from $250 to maybe $300, like first day, first week, if anything, maybe first 3 days, if anything. But I just wanted to touch on this because a lot of people are talking about it, and there's going to be a huge line tomorrow. Everybody wants these, okay? Because not only does it keep you warm, I know Supreme isn't as what's the right term here? It's not as popular as it used to be. I'm talking like years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. People aren't as crazy about it, but still, there's still some money to be made. So guess what? People are going to come out for these, okay? Not to the point of camping for them because you got to get a slot to get it in store tomorrow. So we're just fortunate to be able to hit on something. I'll show you guys what color I end up hitting on tomorrow during my next live. I definitely wanted to show that on screen, but we're definitely going to be going for this and a beanie as well. So if you have the opportunity tomorrow, 8 a.m. PST on Supreme app, go for it, and I highly recommend trying for Apple Pay. Apple Pay is probably going to be the move if you guys are going to go for these, okay? Let me know in the chat what you guys decide, what color you decide to go for, but I think the gray is probably going to be the best color out of all of these. If I don't hit on the gray and it is sold out by the time I get there, I might be leaning on the green, but I also do like that blue because Tyler, the creator, did wear that blue with the red Supreme in one of his videos. Yes, it was a hoodie, but this is as close as you can get. And if you look in aftermarket, that's definitely doing very, very well. So I could definitely see that doing decent numbers, if anything, the blue one for sure. Now the tiger print, very, very loud. They've never done it in a tiger print, but I don't necessarily see that doing that well considering it's not necessarily for everybody. It's very loud. So the tiger print and the yellow one probably going to be sitting. Black with the red box logo is definitely going to obviously sell out. These will all sell out. These will all sell out tomorrow online. Now, I'm under the impression in store the ones that will be sitting are obviously the tiger print and the yellow one. Yeah, let me go ahead and actually click on this. Yeah, the green is really not nice. It's pretty much a Christmas green of anything. You know, it's like that winter green, and then you got the box logo. It's very, very Christmassy. I don't know if they've released something like this, but I think out of all the colors, the gray is probably the best. It's the banger, okay? Let's go ahead and let's double check what else they're doing for the box logo beanies. Box logo beanies, yeah, I guess in the same order, probably gray or brown, I think are going to be the best ones in terms of beanies. Blue's not so bad as well. Black will definitely do well in the aftermarket as well. But, I would say definitely everything from here, green, blue, black, gray, and brown. These are probably going to be very well stocked to some extent. It's going to be really like the eye on the prize tomorrow is the crew necks, that's for sure, okay? Now, anything else that they're potentially doing tomorrow? The gumball machine will sell out, just saying. These probably will do pretty well in the aftermarket as well, to some extent, but it is very taxed over here. So it's $500. Now, okay, I take that back. I don't really know if this is going to do well in the aftermarket. The camo one does look nice. I like that a lot, but these are very, very high, so probably not going to make much money on the aftermarket, if anything. These, I think, will do pretty well. It says US, Japan only. To any extent, people like collecting this stuff. Now, this, as much as it looks like a trucker jacket, this does have some puffy lining on the inside, so this will definitely keep you warm. So as much as it's a trucker jacket, it's not the type of trucker jacket you can actually wear during summer. So purchase this with caution if you do decide to go this way. The cream one is probably my favorite out of all of them, even though it does look like something that can get easily dirty. I do see the black selling out very quickly, okay? Orange, probably hard pass. Let's see what else is going on over here. Really nothing too much to talk about, guys, honestly. Like, I did take a quick peek at this. Nothing's really rating too high over here, so we're just gonna kind of keep it moving. They got these tiger reflective tulip hats. I don't really know. These are garbage, just saying. And then we got these wool, what is it? Woven 3-eye lugs. Yeah, I don't know. So eye on the prize. These two items probably the best bang for your buck tomorrow. And yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. But let's dive back into sneaker land over here. So what else is dropping? Okay. There are a couple things that are dropping, and there's probably still a couple contests that are still open. So I'm just going to touch on that real quick while we're still out here. Okay, we're nearing that hour mark. I'll probably call it once we hit the hour, but I just want to bring up Amamanier real quick, just so we can look at what else is still being raffled out. Okay, these are dropping tomorrow. Obviously, you still have opportunities to join certain places. So Amamanier, social status, APB. You join those contests if you are interested in this, but I do see some good value coming from this one specifically, the Bad Bunny Forum. To me, out of all the Bad Bunnies that they've released, they had a black one, they had some blue one as well. They've had a couple colors, and we thought that it was done, but then they shocked us with this, where you got a little bit of gray, you got some clear sole, you got a little bit of cream, you got a little bit of white. These are nice. It's probably my favorite out of the entire bunch. So yes, I am going to full send it, try to get my size in the white, that's for sure. So best of luck if you do decide to sign on these. Again, those three sites, Amamanier, social status, APB, Highly recommend joining those. You also have the opportunity to already try for the cherries, so I would recommend trying for the cherries if you can. They got a full size run over here. Well, the whole family size run over here. Just put an entry in. It doesn't hurt, you know. It would definitely like help, because if you do hit on sneakers and you hit on these, you can sell one of them. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of money to be made. Might be lunch money, but still, there's money to be made. That's for sure. Guys, if you're gaining any value out of this conversation, smash that like button. Helps the channel tremendously. Now, we have another dunk that's releasing very, very soon. It's called the Armory Navy. I joined a contest today at Nice Kicks. Signed up during my lunch break to hit on these in my size. Hopefully, I do like them. They're nice. It's a good winter dunk, if anything. Now, I know we're all kind of dunked out. I pretty much review a dunk almost every Sunday, if anything. They've been releasing dunks after dunks after dunks. But at the end of the day, dunks are awesome, and some of them still retain some decent value in aftermarket. So I would recommend participating in this if you do decide to join or go for these. All right, again, there's a lot of sneakers popping out on the aftermarket, but I wanted to touch on something that there's a little bit of speculation on the aftermarket. Okay, so let me just touch on this real quick. Okay, Jesus says, I have to choose between Bad Bunnies or Cherry 11s. Any advice? Man, that's a good question. Okay, well, are you looking, what are you looking to do with the sneaker? Are you looking to wear the sneaker? Are you looking to keep the sneaker? Are you looking to resell the sneaker? Like, what do you plan on doing with the sneaker? If this is for the personal, okay? Number one, I'm not you, so I don't know your style. But if I had to choose between the Bad Bunnies or the Cherry 11s, this is me, I would be leaning on the Bad Bunnies. I think the Bad Bunnies are going to be more limited. And I think they're going to be more sought after, and probably will be doing a little bit better on the aftermarket. Okay, that's my honest opinion. I don't know. I like them. I think they're awesome. And trust me, once the Bad Bunny, these, I guess the Bad Bunny white ones or whatever we call these, once they start to age and get dirty, it's going to have a really nice aged look to it. Versus the Cherry 11s. Once the Cherry 11s start to get dirty and worn, it's not going to look as nice as these once these start to get dirty. Once you have that aged look on specific sneakers, it just adds a lot of character to it. So I do see the Bad Bunny forums, regardless of where you wear it. Heck, even if you wore this hiking or whatever, these are going to look good. They're going to look good as they age. That's my honest opinion. This is why I probably would be leaning on the Bad Bunny forums, okay? I mean, if you look at price, this is $160 compared to this is $225. So, you're saving a little bit of money there. And I don't think this is going to be so massively produced. I think in terms of the amount, think about it. There's 1 million pairs of the Cherry 11s, okay? Now, these, I don't think they're doing 1 million pairs. I don't think they're doing 1 million pairs. So, just saying, we don't have the stock numbers of this, but if I had to choose, I'd go for these. That's my honest opinion. Yeah, Jesus says, personally, I feel the same way. I have a lot of red, black, white Jordans. Yeah, and also, it's like, look, the amount of people that are going for the Cherry Reds, whole lot bigger demographic than the people going for the Bad Bunnies, okay? But at the end of the day, if you like it, rock it, I would, honestly, this is how I operate. I full send. I try for everything. I try for both if I can afford to. And then when I get them, that's when I decide which one I'll keep, and then I'll sell the other one. That's typically how I operate. That way, I have them. As opposed to, I didn't try for the Bad Bunnies. I've been trying for, like, where are you getting the Bad Bunnies? Are you getting on the aftermarket, or are you trying to get them for retail? How I operate is I full send it on as many contests as possible. Once we acquire the sneakers, typically both of these are going to do pretty well in the aftermarket. You can always get your money back. So that's how I operate. But I wanted to bring up something that a lot of people have some speculations on, okay? There's a lot of talk about this, okay? And I don't fully know what is going to happen, but there's some talk, okay? So let's get into it, okay? Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this during the stream is because there might be some potential, okay? Don't quote me on this, okay? Because I just want people to be aware, okay? The Lost and Founds had probably one of the worst drops in sneaker history. At least to me, the Lost and Founds was the worst drop of this entire year, okay? Not only were a lot of us not able to even join the sneakers app, we were not able to participate. But then you had to go through two other things. You had to go through, you could get a moldy pair, or the delivery driver might get your package, like the final boss. Like, you're not going to be able to get it because, like, you get a different sneaker. Some people were very worried about that. So, it's like even if you had the money and you hit, like there were still so many other variables that really just made this very scarce to be able to obtain. Okay, yes, we were able to obtain some. Very, very fortunate. So thankful. But I don't think it's fully over yet. Okay, and that's why I wanted to bring this up, because there is some speculation on the fact that there's going to be another release. Because hear me out. Let me explain. The day after, okay, because there was a sneakers pass for these, okay, and I tried for them over here in San Francisco. I didn't get to obtain it, but I was in the store while they were selling them. They had them. Now, typically what they do after is they drop the leftover pairs the second day, okay? Now, if anybody hit on contests or whatever, not everybody's going to pick these up. Yes, it's one of the most hyped sneakers, but typically sometimes there are leftover pairs. Now, when I went there the second day with a good buddy of mine, they didn't have anything. Like, we were the first there, and there was nothing. So, what I'm hearing is Nike shipped any pairs in store back to headquarters, back to HQ. Okay, what are they doing with those pairs? And this is why I wanted to bring this up, because I would, if I were anybody watching this, okay, keep a close eye on your sneakers app tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, okay? I'm just saying, you don't want to miss this. If this drops, I don't want you guys coming back here and saying, dude, like, I didn't, like, man, like, I try, like, I want it, because I think Nike has to redeem themselves. They really do. This was one of the worst drops in history. Just thinking about the mold issues, the backdooring and everything, it makes me want to turn back time. And while the prices were at $350, I should have just bought in. I should have bought like 3 or 4 pairs, because like we're looking at the prices now in the aftermarket. Now they're not super crazy, but they're up there. 440, like if I were to sell I got a size 12, bang, money. 455, I paid 190, 200. You know what I mean? So it's like it's pretty much like buying one sneaker and then selling it, able to buy two sneakers. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I would buy these and then sell them to buy these, but I'm just saying it's like if you want to complete your collection and you hit on these for retail, you can pretty much sell them and then you can use that money to buy in two sneakers. Two sneakers at $200 or $220. You know what I mean? So it's a great investment if you were able to hit on this. But a lot of people who hit on this, these sneakers aren't going anywhere. You're gonna hang on to them, that's for sure, right? Let me go. We all get EA. Hey, you never know. We don't know what's up Nike sleeves. I don't know what's going on with Nike. Okay, but people are talking. Okay, you can look up a couple people who are talking about it right now. Okay, Jumperman Chris just put out a video, and then also freaking God. Who else freaking put out a video pretty recently? It's like top of mind. On God, what's his name again? Freaking, I'm slipping right now, guys. I'm slipping. Unbreakable Kicks. Sorry, Unbreakable. If you're watching this, my apologies, man. Yeah, I'm like Undefeated Kicks. Unbreakable Kicks. Yeah, Unbreakable Kicks was touching on this. There's some sneaker YouTubers that I obviously like religiously watch, who I admire and I'm fans of. Again, we don't know everything. All we know is we feel something on the market, okay? And trust me, when there's speculation, more people start to talk, people start to get excited about it. So, all I'm saying, hear me out. Be on this sneakers app. That's it, Mark your calendars, check times, okay? 7, 8, 9, PST, I would check those times, like just the times that they typically do these drops. Now, Jumperman Chris was talking about how they might drop them on the same day they're going to drop cherries. Cherries are going to drop at 7, and then they might do a sneakers, they might insert like a sneakers Jordan Reserve like the hour after. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if they're going to do the same day release as the cherries. I think it's going to be too much. I'm feeling if they're going to do this, they better do it right. And I think it might happen the next 2 days. That's my hunch. It's just a hunch, okay? I don't want anybody coming back here and say, hey, you said no. It's like, look, I'm just saying there's talk. Be on the sneakers app and just be aware. Keep your ear to the information, okay? I think it has potential. Hey, we got 7 viewers in the building. If you haven't already, smash that like button. It definitely has helped the channel. We just passed the hour mark. Thank you for all your love and all your support. I just wanted to bring this up because people are talking. People are excited. We have another chance, okay? I don't know if it's going to be heavily botted, but trust me, if they do a Jordan Reserve, these are going to fly. They're just going to go, woo! Like they're going to be gone, okay? So it's important that we pay close attention. Let me go ahead and just block some of this stuff, guys. Man, give me 1 second over here. Got like some of these like bots coming in. Put user in timeout. Yeah, Jordan Reserve, yeah. So Chucky Goat's in the building. Yo, what's up, Chucky? How you doing, man? We need to get some mods on here. Yeah, get rid of bots. Now I understand. Let me show that gray brown. Let me double check. I just want to make sure. Yeah, the Bad Bunnies are definitely clean for sure, and I do highly recommend. But guys, on the topic of the lost and founds, obviously it's like there's we're brewing up hype again. Everybody's talking about it again. But pay close attention. I highly recommend taking a look at Jumperman Chris's video that he just dropped. I think it's very informative, and I don't want to just repeat information that I'm gathering from other people, but I did want to mention this because I too have a strong feeling there's going to be a Jordan Reserve. I just think that, like, what is Nike? Because ask yourself, Nike typically doesn't really release all the pairs. They typically sometimes hold, anywhere from like 10,000 to 30,000 pairs of stock. Like they never release all of them. Sometimes in most cases they still have some. So what's happening to those pairs? Okay, they can't hang on to them forever. I think they're gonna do us right by releasing them. We just don't know when. Okay, that's the hard part. We don't know when, but I think it's important for us to just pay close attention. Be on the apps. That's what they want you. They want you to be on the apps. Okay, I just check hour by hour because typically the Nike Reserve drops on the hour, every other hour. So or every hour. So it's like just check. I'm not saying it's gonna drop every hour. I'm saying it's like, if it doesn't drop at 7, it could potentially drop at 8. If it doesn't drop at 8, it could drop at 9. So just put a little reminder just to check. It doesn't hurt to just check, okay? Nothing to lose, everything to gain, okay? Everything to gain. Hit that like button for some good luck. Smash that like button for some good luck, guys. What are my top 5 sneakers of the year? Thank you for asking. That's a very, very good question. I am going to be making a video of my top 5 sneakers, okay? And a part of me has some mixed feelings because I want to cover sneakers I have actually obtained, but I also want to touch on my top 5 sneakers of the year that maybe I was not able to obtain. Because, I've had a lot of sneakers pass through my hands, but yes, we have way more sneakers than we started this year. That's for sure. My collection is at if you told me a year ago I would have the pieces I have today, I would just be like, you're joking me. There's no way. I will probably give away one. I mean, I'll share one. I'll share, and I'm gonna let you guys know what one of my sneakers is. My top 5, probably my 5th sneaker of the year. By giveaway, I've already done a lot of giveaways here, but I'm saying by giveaway, tell you is what I mean. Is most likely the Jackie Robinson Dunks. Let's bring those up real quick, okay? Jackie Robinson Dunks. Now, we were able to hit this on one of my sneakers accounts. This is one of my top 5 sneakers of the year. I will be making a video for you guys, for all y'all asking for this. What are my top 5 sneakers? Well, I was very, very blessed to be able to hit majority of my top 5 sneakers, that's for sure. But this made the list. This made the list, and it's one of my favorite dunks ever. When is Chucky's asking, when's the Jordan Reserve? Great question. Nobody knows, but I'm telling you, pay close attention. Mark, just have some alarms on tomorrow. It could be tomorrow, it could be Friday, it could be Saturday. Nobody knows. It's just you don't want to not know. So I'm just telling you, be on the app. Check the app tomorrow. Religiously every other hour. Just check, okay? Because if it drops, you want to be there and you want to try, okay? You want to try. A lot of people are talking about it. Yo, Chucky, what no fun time? Not sure what you mean by that, Mr. Old School. Jesus says, I didn't touch the Union Dunks, never held them in hand. You know what's interesting about the Union Dunks? There was so much hype regarding the Union Dunks, and then it's like, where did that hype go? Union Dunk. The pistachios did the best out of all of them, but this one's my favorite. This one, the Argon, is probably my favorite. And like, look at it. They're not doing too hot on the aftermarket. Like, honestly, it's the best time of buying. Like, I don't know now, if anything. Like, I remember when these were going for like 400, 450 for a while. So just know that it's like nobody really knows. Union Dunk. The pistachios. This is it, right? Oh no, this is the court. Yeah, this is probably the well, I'm not gonna say it's a brick, but it's like the least one out of them all. But I kind of do like this. I do like this color. Let me see, Dunk Union. Let's see the other one. The pistachio, I think, is doing the best. Yeah, it's somewhat doing the best, depending on the size you get. But it's crazy because this was the first one that released, and then I believe the second one was the Argon, or was the third one the Argon? Let me double check. No, I believe they released the other two around the same time. But a lot of people like this one. I would say, again, my personal favorite out of all, Union Dunk, this one. The Argon, hand down. This is my favorite. And I did not acquire any of these. I think they're great, but it's also interesting material, if anything. But I think what happened after this, and then after the Jordan 2, Union's name just really got scarred. It really got scarred, and I think it's why a lot of people are just like, they're just like a little disappointed, if anything. A lot of hate towards Union, unfortunately. I don't have any hate towards Union. Nothing but love for the brand. But something like it's insane how a terrible release like the Jordan 2 Unions could really just scar your reputation. Because you have to understand, your reputation is everything. Okay, you could be building your reputation for years, and then it only takes one mess up to just be like, nah, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to think about that brand, or I don't want to talk about that person. It's sad. But at the end of the day, it's like I still believe in the brand. I still believe they do good work, and we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Union. But right now, everybody's talking about Ama Manier, right? So, we got Mo Betta Kicks. What's good, brother? I just randomly saw that you were live and wanted to tap in with you. Hey, shout out to you, Mo Betta. What's going on? Yo, guys, thank you for stopping by the channel. Again, I wanted to go live to touch on these sneakers. That's what we went live for. But, typically sometimes I like to hang around a little bit, chop it up with you guys, let you guys know my honest opinion on what's dropping, what's worth copping, what's worth sitting on, what's trash, what's not. And, just vibing over here because, again, we're on the grind just to continue to do what we love to do here, right? I like to see, we just surpassed 1,700 watch hours. Now, for you guys who don't know, that's to me, that's like a whole year's work. Thus far. We didn't even hit 2,000 yet, but it's almost December, and people are watching my videos. So if you guys stumble upon my channel, thank you. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys watch my stuff. We're only gonna get better, okay? I plan on doing a lot more reviews, on feet reviews, more hyped stuff. 2023 is gonna be an amazing year for this channel, trust me. So if you want in for the ride, I do everything from yo-yo content, sneaker content. You guys know what it is. We just pretty much chop it up here. I give you guys my honest opinion on what's worth making some money, making some bread, cheddar, cheese over here, and what's worth rocking. You know what I mean? Because there's some really good stuff on the market, and sometimes there's some stuff that's really hyped up, but maybe isn't the best thing to get. You know what I mean? But again, the type of person I am and how I go about certain releases is if I like it, that's when I'll go for it. Just because everybody's talking about it doesn't necessarily mean it's something that I personally like, okay? But we do, the market really does shape how a lot of people feel about certain things. Certain things I'm trying to think about a perfect example here, but sometimes there's not that much hype, but then the hype can really get people excited about something. There might be a release that's coming up and nobody really cares about it, but then other people are like, oh, this is amazing. And then or an influencer starts to talk about it, or somebody famous wears it, you know what I mean? And then the prices just go up, so it's really amazing. But yeah, you guys know it. You guys freaking know it. And again, I appreciate you guys, especially a lot of my day ones. It's kind of weird saying my day ones, but a lot of the people who have been rocking with me since the start of the channel, like, you guys have no idea, because it does take a lot of work, on top of, like, to me, this is a full-time job on top of a full-time job, and we just got to keep putting out the content, right? As we get it, as soon as we can. I mean, hey, we tried on sneakers to get these. We took L's. 2 accounts, we took L's. Shout out to my buddy, and shout out to End, because without End, I just wouldn't have them come in over in my size. So we were able to freaking hit on the Khaleds, and again, we got them because we like them, like, we're fans, so we the best, and it's amazing quality. We just love sneakers here, so it's like we're gonna build our collection the way we want to build it, with products that we feel are worthy of being in our collection. These worthy of being in the collection, that's for sure. They're really awesome, and I really like these sail pair. The sail pair is definitely one of my favorites, without a doubt. As you see, you got that gold on the back. We the best. Super sick. But guys, that's pretty much it from me today. I'm gonna go ahead and share, I guess, in typical Ernest fashion, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some beats as we pretty much like jump on out of here. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, maybe this one might be good. Okay, I'm just going to share my Instagram. For anybody who is, new to the channel and stumbling upon, like, who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy I think he is? I'm going to go ahead and just bring up my Instagram here. So feel free, consider 3 things as I typically go through it. Consider subscribing to the channel. Put post notifications on if you haven't already. Consider smashing that like button. You guys freaking know it. And then lastly, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Also, if you haven't any questions, sneaker related, resale stuff, you got questions, because I have a lot of sneakers here too. If you're ever looking for something for retail, I'm more than also happy to help my community to any extent. Now, hey, don't all come at me at once, but I am definitely happy to help anybody if you guys are interested in specific things. I do plan on eventually building my own additional Instagram to sell some of the products that I end up acquiring, just to continue to build my community over here. But that's pretty much it for the stream today. You guys freaking know it. Thank you so much. If you haven't already smashed the like button, on your way out, smash that like button. I'm going to play some music in the background. I'm going to be in the chat for a little bit, as I typically am. And then best of luck tomorrow, okay? We got pretty much the Drake Noctas coming out, the Air Force Ones. I think it's really more of a personal, not so much resale there. And then, we pretty much have Supreme at 8. So best of luck if you guys are going for the box logos, or if you're going for the box logo beanies. It is definitely worth. Now, anybody who did get a spot in store, best of luck also. I really hope you get what you want to get, whether you're reselling, whether you're getting it for the personal. Best of luck on that. And then, guys, Saturday is a huge day. To me, it's a huge day, and to a lot of people too, it is, with the Cherry Jordan 11s for sure. The very, very popular colorway. Excited. If you haven't already taken a look at my Cherry 11 review, I pretty much have it on my channel. Feel free to take a look at it. Any watch time, any of the videos you watch on my channel helps me out tremendously. You guys freaking know it. And with that being said, I'm going to peace out here later. Thank you so much for all your love, support, and attention. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. All right? Peace.
Bliss.